Hello friends, this video on dual nature of radiation and matter part 3 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched part 1 and part 2 before going ahead with part 3. And then they understood and then they explained electron emission in this way. So what is electron emission? It is the phenomenon of emission of electrons from the surface of a metal by applying external energy. Now this external energy can be in any form. There are many different ways of applying this external energy so that you can take out electrons from the surface of a metal. So we will talk about the different ways by which we can make this electron emission take place. Well, so what exactly happens during an electron emission? I mean, how is that electron getting emitted from a metal? We all know that metals have free electrons, right? I mean, why we have always been studying that metals are good conductors of electricity because they have got free electrons. What are these free electrons? They are nothing but the valence electrons. So whenever we talk about free electrons, we are talking about the electron which are present in the outermost shell. So the electron which is present in the outermost shell is the one which is least tightly bound to the nucleus, right? So the electrons which are present at the far away the electron is from the nucleus, the less tightly it is bound, right? So it becomes, so the electrons which are present in the valence shell, they are the best targets if you want to emit one electron from a metal surface. So the electrons which are present outside, they are the free electrons. They are the ones which conduct electricity, right? And they are the ones which can easily come out. But at the same time, a metal will never allow the electron to come out of it just like that. Let us suppose if this is an electron. If this electron tries to jump out, what will happen? The metal will become positively charged. Being positively charged, it will attract the electron back. So the electron will come back again. So what is required if you want that an electron should get emitted from a metal surface? You will have to provide enough energy so that you can overcome this attractive force by the metal. So whenever you try to take the electron out from the metal will try to attract it back. But if you can apply a force which is greater than the attractive force by the metal, then the electron will come out, right? Because whoever will apply greater force, he or she will win. So if you apply greater force, you will win in getting the electron out of the metal. But if you apply lesser force, then the force applied by the metal is more and therefore the metal will win and the electron will not come out of the metal. So it is simple, right? So that means there is a minimum amount of energy which has to be supplied if you want an electron to come out of the metal surface. Correct? So whenever we talk about electron emission, we have a very important terminology known as work function. What is work function? It is the minimum energy required by an electron to escape from the metal surface. Correct? So this is what we know as work function. So wherever electron emission takes place, no matter by what means the electron emission is taking place. As I told you before that there are various ways by which electron emission can happen. So it doesn't matter exactly by which way the electron emission is taking place, but everywhere if there is an emission of electron, that means the energy which is provided is greater than the work function of the metal. Work function is generally denoted by phi naught. So it is, most commonly it is used so that it becomes easier for everybody to understand what is phi naught. It is work function. Unit of work function is electron volts. What is electron volt? It is nothing but the amount of energy gained by one electron when it is accelerated by 1 volt. So 1 electron volt is nothing but 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. So 1 electron volt of energy is equivalent to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. As I told, electron volt is nothing but the amount of energy gained by one electron when it is accelerated by 1 volt. That means this is 1 electron when it is accelerated by 1 volt. So it is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb volt. And what is Coulomb volt? Charge that is charge, which is Q, into potential. So charge into potential is nothing but your work done, that is nothing but your energy. So that is how it is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. Right? So I hope it is clear. What is electron emission? Taking out electrons from a metal surface. So which electrons do we generally take out from the metal surface? The free electrons, that is the ones which are present in the outermost shell. So when will electron emission take place? When you provide energy which is greater than the work function of the metal. Now this work function varies with metal. Different metals will have different work function. For example, if I talk about sodium, sodium has only one electron in its outermost shell, right? Now if I compare it with magnesium, which has two electrons in its outermost shell, what do you think? Will the work function of both the metals will be same? It will not be, because sodium has only one electron. So if sodium loses that one electron, it can become stable. So losing that one electron is not a big deal for sodium. So sodium would in fact like to some extent to lose that one electron. So that means the amount of energy which you require to give in order to take that electron out is lesser. But in case of magnesium, it has got two electrons in the outermost shell. That means you have to provide enough energy so that you can take out those two electrons. So the work function in case of magnesium would be more. So that is how work function depends on the configuration of a particular metal, right? So depending upon the metal configuration, the work function changes from one metal to another. So let us quickly review whatever we spoke about work function. It is the minimum energy required by an electron to escape from the metal surface, denoted by phi naught. Unit is electron volts. It depends on nature of the metal. As I mentioned, it varies from one metal to another. Now let us look at the different processes of electron emission. As was observed by Thomson, that there were negatively charged particles which were emitted when a metal was heated. Again, in another scenario, he found that when ultraviolet radiation was exposed to a metal, then electrons got emitted. So that means there are many different ways by which you can emit electrons from a metal surface. So let us look at those different ways. The first one is thermionic emission. What is thermionic emission? Whenever this term thermo comes into picture, it is